Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. So we are on the Bitcoin monthly chart, and I kind of wanted to point out something that people that have been in crypto for a long time have known, and talk a little bit about what we might expect in January. So this is monthly. We have chart all the way back to in 2011 or whatever. So at the beginning, Bitcoin had there was nothing special about Januaries. We had a green candle in our first January in 2012, according to this data. January of 2013 is green candle. January of 2014 is a green candle. But then we get into a streak. January of 2015 is red. January 2016 is red. 2017 is red. 2018 was red. 2019 was red. This January was sort of the exception, but it was surrounded by a red on either side. And so the question is why in the more recent past has Bitcoin been a little bit, why has it tended to be red in the January timeframe in the more recent past? And I think back here, Bitcoin is sort of the wild, wild west, and I don't know if people understood how to pay taxes on it. It was really, I think there was a lot of regulatory uncertainty, and there were some kind of questions back here. But at the end of the year, people look at their trading throughout the year and they realize, oh crap, Bitcoin's gone up to $30,000 and I've made a certain amount of money just from my trades. And somehow I've got to come up with 20% or 30 or 40% of my profits, and I've got to have that available to me in cash so that I can pay the tax man. And so we are on an absolute tear. It's hard to appreciate how steep this is until I take the log scale off. So let me just take the log scale off really quick. This is our monthly chart. If you look at raw numbers, and you can see how Bitcoin looks absolutely crazy right now. Well, this craziness has made a lot of people a lot of money in 2020. And even though there is a ton of buyers, like every single dip right now is being bought up, and there just feels like there's no lack of momentum. I just those of us who've been in crypto for long enough, we all have known that we kind of have to muscle through January. January's a little bit rougher. So just a heads up, I can't tell you the last time I've seen Bitcoin show this much strength, because it is weird. It is absolutely weird. So perhaps this January will be a little different, but most often there's been a red month for January. It's pretty incredible, but there are reasons why Januaries have historically been a little rougher. But if I turn back on the log scale, you can kind of see that market is just doing its thing. We're just cruising along. Things seem to be normal, but this is very steep. This is very steep. It's kind of unbelievable to see, but as we go up this fast and this hard, we always just need to have an emotional reserve that, it's okay for things to take a cool off and whatnot. So all year long, we've been placing these very careful trades. We've done things cautiously. We've done everything by the book, and we've been patient, and we've waited. Then the market starts feeling like it changes, so we decide, oh, maybe I better not place this trade, or maybe I should change how I'm doing things. I haven't been consistent. And then we just totally get derailed. So the altcoin market has been cruising along here. You can tell that we are starting to get a little more choppy, which is awesome. What gives me a little hope in the altcoin market is that we're hearing so many people with just pure capitulation happening. There's a lot of personalities and people talking about alts as if it's just an absolute thing of the past, that Bitcoin is the only thing that can survive. But I'm here to tell you that the alt market is not going to just absolutely disappear. Bitcoin has definitely stolen the show, but markets have their cycles, and we are seeing a little bit of a break push here, and we're slowing down. We're doing a little bit more of a consolidating move. The full turnaround hasn't happened yet, so we're still being patient. But I kind of want to zoom out a little bit and show you that if you go out in the past 3.5 years, the lowest the market cap has been in the last 3.5 years versus Bitcoin is right here, 6.6 million Bitcoin. And so it's been 3.5 years since we've been below this point, and 6.5 million Bitcoin versus the 7.5 million Bitcoin that we're messing around with. So we're getting into territory that we haven't seen for a while. So let me ask you, do you buy something when it's overpriced or when it's on sale? And this is the type of thing that I like to look at. I love it when I like to play the contrarian, where people think that nothing can happen or that something is completely impossible, and that's where your highest risk reward happens. So this is good. I like seeing this. When the market finally turns around, I feel like we're going to have a heck of a good alt season. One other reason why I wanted to show you this. So if you check out Google Trends, and let's look at Bitcoin. Oops, can't spell. Bitoken. Okay, so if we look at Bitcoin over the past 5 years, you can see that the majority of the retail, unsophisticated market, just the broad world consciousness, never really saw that Bitcoin was doing anything until 2017. And so all of the move that has happened has been institutions and huge players. We haven't seen the broad world getting all excited about Bitcoin yet. They're starting to Google it a little more. I mean, this is more than we've seen in a couple of years. But there aren't all these kind of people thinking, I want to 3x my money. I want to make a bunch of money. I want to get rich quick. That's what a lot of these unsophisticated investors are thinking. And so they get onto this chart and they start getting interested in crypto. Well, there's a problem with Bitcoin, and that is that people think that you have to buy a full one. I know everyone has explained it 1,000 times that you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, but for some reason, people that are new to crypto, they want to own one of something. And so they sign up for a Coinbase account, or they sign up for a Bittrex account, and they're like, well, what can I afford? Oh, well, Litecoin's $120. Maybe I can afford one of those. And they start looking around for things that they can buy one of. So when the less sophisticated investor comes into the scene, they're going to start buying coins that aren't necessarily Bitcoin. They might feel like Bitcoin is too far away. Buying a 10,000th of something isn't as exciting as buying a full one of these other coins. So what I'm expecting is that as this search and the general public gets more interested in crypto, we're going to see a surgence in the alt market. And when alt markets show a decent structure and a little foundation, there will be money pushed into that. So there's no way that alts are just going to disappear. Just no way. So we're waiting for the right opportunities. But what we really want to do is wait for there to be the right structure. One thing that I wanted to show you is that if you search for Bitcoin, you're like, sure, yeah, that's fine. But let's search for something that's a little, like, let's try Litecoin. So Litecoin's completely off the map, but it was on the map in 2017. So when retail's here, they are looking in other places for crypto. Let's see if it's just the more savvy people that know what a LTC is. No. So let's try something else. Let's do XMR. Monero. Monero, it was on scene in 2017. So the idea is that institutions are buying Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's on the news, but none of these other coins really enter the public mind until retail shows up. When retail gets involved, they're the ones that buy all the alts. So we're going to have one heck of a sweet alt season once retail gets interested. Bitcoin's getting retail interested, but we're going to see a push into these alts. So just coins that you just wouldn't think of. So let's try even Digibyte. You know, it's popular all the time, right? No, it's not always popular all the time. It was 2017 when Digibyte was, it was when retail was here that we had Digibyte go up. So almost every one of these coins are waiting for retail to show up. And when does retail show up? It's when Bitcoin becomes large enough that it starts entering the public eye. And we're getting there. We're starting to tick up. So with the ticking up of the interest, people Googling Bitcoin, we're also starting to see the broad altcoin market starting to put on the brakes and consolidate and get a little bit more, at least the direction is starting to change. So when it fully changes and we do bottom out, we're going to start moving in the other direction. And believe me, everybody wants to get rich quick. And once the market shows a foundation, people will pile on like crazy. It's just the way markets work. And there will be plenty of opportunity. So it's going to be fun. There's a lot to look forward to, and there are some really good trades out there in the market. So this week has been a little bit more disorganized because I've been out traveling. And tomorrow I'll be traveling back home, so there will be no video for tomorrow. And of course, I don't send out a video on Sunday. But I did still want to give away the 2 shirts. The people from the past couple of weeks, I've had to wait because of the holidays. So I'll send everyone's shirts out this upcoming week, in case you're wondering where it is. But yeah, JL is one of the winners for the 2 shirts that were given out today. You've given us some really good things to think about, and I've really appreciated your comments. I'm also going to catch up on comments tomorrow, so as I'm traveling, I'll have time to sit down and do that, which will be awesome. And the other winner is Brent VH. So both of you guys contact me on coinbook.com or on Twitter, and we'll just get your size and an address, and we'll send out whichever shirt you like the most. But I really appreciate you supporting my channel. I know I'm feeling a little disorganized right now, but I'm really looking forward to having a stable, things going back to normal at the beginning of the next week. Get all my crazy kids back into school so I can have a quiet house again. Anyway, Happy New Year, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So, these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly. And we'll be giving away probably 1 or 2 of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them. For $15 worth of your favorite crypto, just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.